Alright, hey guys, what's going on? So, I wanted to give my review of the Pokemon Go Acha watch thing. It's pretty much called a Gacha watch. What it is it's a third party version of the Go Plus, the Pokemon Go Plus, with two, I would say, major differences. For one, it has I have it out of the box, so I've been using it for a day. I like it. It is very useful. It's the different features. One thing that makes a difference is that it has three components in the box. It has this band that you wear. It's kind of this rubbery, almost kind of like a Fitbit kind of thing, and it kind of does resemble one, which I kind of like. So you don't have to worry about having something like this on your wrists. If you're an adult like me. Although, I'm an adult. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. One of the major differences about, other than this and this versus this, is that it's rechargeable. It takes about an hour to charge, but it lasts 24 hours if you use it, 48 hours in like standby. But overall, it's a good thing. I like it. Like, it's overall, it really looks nice. It's a very useful thing to have. Because the second difference between everything is that this has an auto catch feature and an auto spin feature. Instead of having to press the button on the Go Plus when there's a nearby Pokemon or a nearby Pokestop, you don't have to press the button at all, which is really cool. One of the benefits to this is if you're traveling. I live in New York. I live in Staten Island, and one of the biggest things that I found that would be awesome. I mean, I've had it for a day, but one of the biggest, like, awesome scenarios I found is that if you live in New York and you come from Manhattan and you're taking the express bus or any kind of public transportation that passes by a ton of Pokestops, you can set it to auto spin the Pokestops. I mean, I wouldn't really catch Pokemon if in this situation, but you could set it to auto catch Pokestops. And if you're coming home late at night, you could just pass out and set it to that and just whatever. The way it connects to the Go Plus, the Pokemon Go, is in the same exact way that you connect, the Go Plus. It recognizes it as a Go Plus. So yeah, connectivity is pretty much the same thing. It's the one thing that on a side. I mean, they both prioritize catching Pokemon over spinning the Pokestops. They both have that weird connectivity issue where after X amount of time they both, it disconnects, which, it's not a big deal because I've gotten into the habit. I've had my Go Plus since day one, actually. Since it came out last year. I actually brought mine to Florida with me. So yeah, I got it day one, and then like the next day I went to Florida, which was really awesome. It came in real handy. So yeah, again, Florida, another spot that would be handy. And if you go to like Disney, place that has a ton of Pokespots, who wants to keep pressing the button? I found it to be irritating as fuck having to press the button every 5-10 minutes. Couldn't really enjoy yourself because you were pressing it so much. Got to a point where I ended up having to shut it off. This it as I said, you don't really have to worry about it with this, because as I said, it has that it has that what's it called? The auto spin and auto catch feature, which has its perks. One downside that I found about this is that a lot of people are complaining. I've had it for a day. I haven't come across this issue. Maybe because I've had the Go Plus for a long time and I've gotten used to the different notifications. They say the notifications on the Gotcha Watch aren't too accurate, but the one thing I've noticed is that it has another feature. It's not a big deal about it. You can they both vibrate when you catch Pokemon. And when it comes to the vibration vibration notifications, it's the same exact for the Go Plus as it is the Gotcha Watch. Two, obviously, when there's a Pokestop, it does that really long one and then stops, and then another long vibration and it stops. And then it has that same what's it called, when it disconnects or when it's searching for its connection. So if you're used to the vibrations of the Go Plus versus you should be able to get used to the vibrations on this. Even though the screen on this thing, it's kind of cool. Obviously the intro. This is I'm kind of doing this. This would be the Pokestop settings. This would be the catching Pokemon settings. One other setting I forgot to mention is that you can use this to auto catch new Pokemon. So, I'm sorry, let me redo this. So you can set it to either catch new Pokemon auto, or you can, once you feel it going off, you can do, what's it called? That's obviously to shut the vibration on and off. That's to shut the connectivity off. But yeah, back to that, the new Pokemon setting. Something like that is really cool for when you're trying to catch Pokemon you don't have yet. So yeah, you could set it to catch Pokemon you set to auto catch Pokemon that you already have. And if this Pokemon you don't have already, you can set it to either auto catch those Pokemon, or you can set it to do just like the Go Plus, have that notification go off. The one thing, as I said, the one thing that everyone's complained that I haven't really found out is that I haven't dealt with is that the notifications on it aren't really clear. But I haven't had that issue because of the vibration, because I've gotten used to the vibrations on the Go Plus versus that. But one thing I will say is that make sure one other thing that I don't like about this thing, first off, before I move on about the other thing, is that it comes with all this stuff, and the other thing is that it doesn't come with an actual physical paper instructions. Maybe they were trying to cut cost of the actual products and try and make it easier for people. But it comes with, a piece of paper that tells you the link to actually download the actual instructions, because there's a ton of different screens on there. Oh wow, I didn't even realize it has that rechargeable battery screen. It's is that you have to go onto codejunkies.com and download it. You can either do it from your computer, do it from your phone. I downloaded it to my phone just in case I forget or I see a screen that I don't really know, because there's a lot of different notifications on this thing, because it could tell you that there's how many different Pokemon in the area. It'll tell you if there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, or if there's more than that in the area, which, as I said, it gets time to get used to, and it's good to have the instructions for this on your phone. That's what I did. One other thing is that I don't think you'll ever really have to worry about getting banned for using this, because it's recognized when you set it up and you eventually have it charged and all ready to go. Is that it's recognized on the Go Plus, as on the Pokemon Go, the app, and on your phone as a Go Plus, which is, I don't really see them, what's it called? Sorry, yawning. Which is how I don't really see them catching you. One other thing I will say is that another reason why I don't see them catching you for using this more than using this, is because I have heard, I don't know if this is true, there are ways to hack the Go Plus and pretty much make it so that way this auto spins and this auto collects. I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't do that to this because I think it's awesome, and I don't really see the point of ruining it, because God forbid I fuck up and I ruin it. I'm screwed. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, overall, I like it. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. Even if you're traveling, even if you don't do as much traveling, it's still good. I haven't tried it in a car yet, but from what I've heard is that the mileage on this is a little bit better than the Go Plus. But I can't really confirm that yet because I haven't been in a car with a friend or anything, or anyone really, for to try this out. It's definitely a good thing to have. You can find it for about $40 to $50 on Amazon, which is, I got mine for about 45, I think. I don't remember the exact price. But, yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend getting it. If you either want something different than that, or you want something a little bit more low-key. That's pretty much it. I know I'm not good at videos, but I just figured that's my review. Okay. Later, people.